Knight and the captive maiden were married and lived happily ever after. Oh, wasn't he wonderful?
Gotta get it fixed. Gotta get it fixed.
You gotta get what fixed, Mr. Edwards?
Why, this dad-blamed helmet. Oh, excuse me, Miss Geraldine. That's interesting. Awful interesting.
You know, the Black Knight looks something like you, Mr. Edwards, sort of there.
Oh, I don't know as I'd go so far as to say that, hardly.
Oh.
10 o'clock. Latest I've kept you up in years. Goodness.
I guess you forgot about 1935. You stayed till 12, remember?
Oh, yeah, New Year's Eve. Yeah, I never got to bed till 12:15 that night. So you think I look like a knight, huh?
Yes, Mr. Edwards.
Well, good night, Miss Geraldine.
Oh, Mr. Edwards, you've been trying to go out that door for years.
I know. Silly, ain't it? No, I can ride a horse all right, Miss Geraldine, but I don't know about one of them steeds.
On the way home tonight, if you should meet a damsel in distress, I trust you'll draw your sword in her defense.
Why, you bet your life I'll draw my sword in her. Howdy, Newt.
Hello, Lum. What are you doing out there?
Why, I was just looking for my dog, Sir Desmond. You ain't saw him, have you?
No, I didn't see him.
Now, come on, Sir Desmond. Come on, boy. Here, Sir Desmond. Come on, boy.
That's a funny name for a dog. No, sir, I tell you, Mr. Dillback, Lum just don't understand me. That's his trouble. I never knowed I was going to get into all this kind of trouble when I traded for that Mama and Papa Rabbit. Get back now, get back. I'll have your house fixed for you in a minute. He just wants to argue, that's all it... Well...
Good morning, Abner.
Morning, Margie.
Good morning, Mr. Dillback.
What you got there, one of my rabbits?
This young man was running away.
Well, rascals fancies I'll build a house for him and they outgrow it. Now get back in there with your mama where you belong.
And what does Mr. Dillback think about the rabbit?
Oh, he feels like Lum, I reckon, that I ought to quit trading, too.
But you have quit, haven't you?
Well, now, Margie, you know, you can't stop something like that all of a sudden. A feller's got to sort of taper off on that.
Abner Peabody, have you broken your promise to Lum again?
Margie, you know good and well that old delivery car was falling all to pieces.
Oh, tell me you've swapped the delivery car.
Well, at least a horse don't drink gasoline.
A horse? But a horse does eat hay and grain.
Yeah, but again, I thought of that. They done went.
And who is they?
Oh, a bunch of gypsies are coming. Oh, wait a minute. There comes Lum. Don't say another word. Don't tell him. I got to break this to him sort of gradual.
Don't worry. This is one fight that I don't want to be in the middle. Good morning, Lum.
Oh, morning, Margie. Morning, Abner.
Morning, Lum.
Abner, I sort of wanted to talk to you.
Why, sure. Ain't nothing wrong, is it?
Well, no, but did you ever stop to think that nothing ever happens here in Pine Ridge? That is, nothing very exciting. For instance, here we've been running this store here for years, and we never have even had a robbery. We're going to find ourselves in a rut.
Ain't never had a robbery. How about the time I catch little Gomer Bates sneaking out of here with a double handful of candy? Jawbreakers, I believe it was.
Well, a body can't make a hero out of himself catching little Gomer Bates.
Well, no, but who wants to be a hero?
Well, that's sort of what I wanted to talk to you about. Last night, Miss Geraldine was...
Oh.
Well, now, if you're going to do the talking, go ahead and talk.
I just said, oh.
Well, what do you mean, oh?
Well, just plain oh, I reckon.
You're all of saying that. How are you going to help me be a hero just stand there saying oh?
Oh, I see you want me to help you make a hero out of yourself. What in the tarnation for?
Well, she was reading out of the book, Miss Caroline. Tells all about them knights and maidens and all that stuff. And, well, I just thought maybe if I could make a hero out of myself, maybe I could get her to marry me. Now, lass, Dad, blame you.
Dogged, I just can't help it, love. So after all these years, you're finally going to pop the question, huh?
Well, she's a mighty fine little woman, Abner. Mighty fine little woman.
Oh, yeah, she's a fine woman, all right. Whilst I don't think she's stout enough to do the milking, chop the wood, such as that, a woman's work, but she is a fine woman.
I thought there ought to be some way you could help me make a hero out of myself. Instead of wasting your time swapping for these dead-blame rabbits and that no-good dog wherever he's at. What's he chewing up now?
Mom, I knowed you never liked him, so I got shut of him. Sold him this morning.
Well, good for you. What'd you get for him?
$100.
$100 for that dead-blame dog?
I've done it.
Whereabouts is the money?
Why, back there in the shed.
Back there in the shed? That's a fine place to leave $100 laying around. Come on, let's go get it.
Well, now, wait a minute.
Only good deal you've made in years, and you have to leave the money out here in the shed. Granny. Wait a minute. What are these dogs doing in here?
Huh?
Where'd they come from?
Oh, that's the $100, Long. $50 mama dog and $5 $10 pups.
For goodness sake. I ought to know there was a catch to it some way or other. Got shot of one dog and got 6 and What was that?
I never heard nothing.
Sounded like a horse.
A horse? Now, what would a horse be doing in here?
I don't know, but I aim to find out.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Hi, Grannies, if that ain't a horse, what is it?
Huh? I don't see nothing.
Well, open your eyes. Over here.
Huh? Oh, my doggy, that does look something like a horse. Yes, sir, I believe you're right, Lon. That's what that is, sure as the world. A horse.
Cedric Weehunt.
Morning, Mr. Lum.
What are you doing in there?
Oh, I don't know. Mr. Abner just told me to stay in here with the horse.
Well, natural, Lon, we had to have somebody to take care of the horse. You'll admit that yourself.
One, two, goodness. Swap for a no-good horse like this and then hire somebody to take care of him. Grannies, I've got headaches enough without something like this. Here, I laid awake all night last night trying to figure out some way to make a hero out of myself, and you have to do this.
Well, if that's all that's wrong with you, just a headache, I can cure that for you.
Hi, Grannies, wait a minute. What ain't we got today that we had yesterday? What did you swap for that horse?
Oh, well, now, Lon, you said yourself that old deliver car was just falling all to pieces.
Deliver car? You mean you swapped it off for that horse?
I must have.
Granny, you just take him back to wherever you got him and get our car back.
Well, Lum, I don't believe them gypsies is coming back through here.
Gypsies? All right, Granny, you follow them until you find them.
Well, here, take that, Lum. That'll make you feel better. I know it will.
Is that the water you've been giving the horse, Cedric?
Yes, Mom. But he's had all he wants.
Go ahead and take it, Lum. Aunt Lum, if you'll just let me keep that horse now, I'll promise you I'll never make another trade as long as I live.
Nothing doing?
I'll do anything you want me to do. Anything, if you let me keep him.
Granny, wait a minute. I'll let you keep him one way.
What's that?
If you'll promise to help me make a hero out of myself.
Why, sure I will. Anything you want me to do.
Granny, put her there.
Well, when do we start?
Well, let's go in the store and figure the thing out.
Yeah. Cedric, you take good care of my horse for me now.
Mr. Abner, do I have to stay with the horse all the time? I didn't get a wink of sleep last night. He snores.
Oh, well, make him sleep on his back, Cedric. That'll stop him.
Yes, Mom.
Abner.
Move, Lum, if you're going to.
I will. Don't rush me. Don't rush me. Abner.
I got you cornered there. Where you go?
Abner, are you going to get me that sack of flour, or ain't you? Been waiting for a half hour.
Oh, we're plumb out of flour, Obadiah. Why don't you go over to Dick Huddleston's store there and get it? He keeps good flour.
Yes, and I bet he wouldn't be too darned lazy to get it for me, neither.
Doggy, that Obadiah's getting grouchy here lately. I don't believe that feller's well.
What's the idea telling a cash customer we're out of flour?
Well, Lum, if I got the flour for him, he'd wanted something else. He'll stand there and order stuff all day if he wants to get started. Move.
Wait a minute, that's our ring, ain't it?
I don't know. I never paid no attention. Move. Yeah, that's ours. I'd know that ring anywhere.
I thought he was.
Well, move one of them, Lum.
And let's see. Granny's I'll put a stop to that ringing anyway.
That's our time.
Is this the Jonathan store?
Uh-oh.
Sounds like the widow Abernathy.
Move.
Well, I will, quick as I figure this thing out.
You just get away from that checkerboard, Lum Edwards.
Doggy, how'd she know we was playing checkers? She can't see through that thing, too, can she? Hang it up.
I will, quick as I move here.
I want 5 pounds of apples. Good apples.
We ain't got no apples.
And I want some cheese, about,
No cheese.
How can a feller concentrate on a checker game with that going on?
I have my hand.
Hang it up.
Or to have that blame thing took out of here.
Ought not to ever let him put it in here to start with. That's what we ought to do. Hang it up,
Are you
Lum.
taking down my...
Wrong number.
Wait a minute, here comes Uncle Henry Lunsford. Expect I better get up and wait on him.
Yeah, better, 'cause he feels sort of embarrassed even coming in here owing us like he does.
Well, he ought not to feel that way. Granny, he's had a lot of hard luck at his place this year.
Yeah, don't mention the bill to him at all, Lum.
Well, good morning, Uncle Henry.
Morning, Lum.
What can I do for you?
I come to see you about that bill I owe you.
Oh, well, me and Abner just ain't got around to making them bills out yet this month.
Been owing it to you so long that
Oh, tut now. What was you needing?
Well, been needing so many things that we're plumb out of flour.
Flour.
Yeah.
Granny's, we got plenty of it. Just got a fresh batch in day before yesterday.
Lum, get Uncle Henry to try out some of them potatoes there for us. Give him about a bushel of them.
Oh, Lum, I don't want you to do that.
Well, why don't you go get the wagon and drive around to the side door there and we'll load her up. You'll be wanting to get some feed anyway for the stock.
If you insist.
And, here. Take these cookies to the young'uns. I know they'll enjoy them.
Oh, when those young'uns see these cookies, they'll be like a bunch of hogs under an acorn tree.
Yes. Abner,
Huh?
come on up here and help me. Let's get a big basket of stuff for them. I know they're plumb out of everything.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Lum.
Wait a minute. Granny's, here comes the widow Abernathy.
All full of love and matrimony as usual.
I ought to hide's what I ought to do.
No, sir, you stay here and wait on her. You're the one she's in love with. Morning, waiter.
Morning. Oh, there you are, Mr. Edwards. You were so busy when I called you, I thought I'd better bring in this order. Let me see. I want 5 pounds of potatoes.
Oh, the potatoes is in Abner's department. 5 pounds of potatoes, Abner.
5 pounds of spuds.
And a package of macaroni.
Abner handles the macaroni, too. Package of macaroni, Abner.
Macaroni, check.
Perhaps it would be best, after all, if I just left this list with you and had you deliver it. In person, if you please. Where are those children?
Here we are.
It's so hard for one little woman to cope with them. What they need is a good, strong father. Don't you think, Mr. Edwards?
We'll get the groceries over there some way or other with her.
Come, children.
What them kids needs is a good, strong right arm.
Why, that little varmint.
He done it a purpose, too.
Why, sure he did. Doggies, I know that ain't my department. Go on, pick 'em up, Lum.
All right, I'll straighten up the cans. Here, you fill out the grocery order.
Yeah. Hand me a sack of them potatoes as you go by there, Lum. Doggy, that woman's going to get you yet, Lum. She's been trying to marry you for years.
Not if I'm in my right mind, she won't. I just leave marry a bunch of pies and ivy.
Let's see, macaroni, yeah. Dog food, 2 cans. Doggy, you must be going to have company. Didn't she say something the other day, Lom, about her husband a dying?
Yeah, that's what she claims. I think she worried him to death. Down in Oklahoma, I believe she said it was.
That's what it was, Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's where she said.
He might have just run off and left her. I know that's what I'd have did.
Howdy, Mr. Long.
Oh, hello, Cedric.
Well, would you have an accident?
Yeah, one went through here a few minutes ago. Come on, pitch in and help me straighten up these cans.
Mom?
Help me straighten up these tomatoes.
Oh.
Well, stack 'em up there yourself, Cedric.
Mom?
Never mind, I'll do it myself.
That old woman can throw more stuff out the back door, and there two men can carry into the front to save her life.
Yeah, it's looking all right, Cedric.
Here, Lom.
What do you mean, here you are?
The deliver for the winter Abernathy.
Well, take it on over there, then.
You was the one she wanted to bring it over.
You was the one that swapped off the deliver car.
Now, Lom, you said you wouldn't bring that up again.
Go on, take them groceries over there.
I'll take it over for you, Mr. Abner.
No, you don't, Cedric. Make him do it. My granny's maybe to learn him to quit trading with everybody that wants to banner him. Go on, take him over there.
Dad, blame it all. Got to where all the work it did around this place, I had to do it.
Well, that gets you, Cedric. Looks all right, don't it?
Uh-oh, there's one more there, Mr. Lum.
Oh, hand it. Well, I'll be dead blamed.
I didn't aim to do that.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry. If you don't quit talking about eating, I'm going to take a bite out of you. Yeah. Hey, Nix, here comes that guy down the street, and he's got a basket of groceries. Scram.
Well, thank you very much, Doctor. You've opened up a new world for me.
See if you can open up a can of sardines someplace. Well, good morning, sir.
Morning. Doggy, that's pretty good to keep three of them things in there at once, you know what?
3, I was juggling 6 balls.
6? I never seen but 3 of them.
Well, if you could only see 3 balls when I'm juggling 6, there must be something wrong with your glasses. Let me send you a pair of
Oh, no,
glasses.
I ain't got no money to be buying nothing, no.
Well, maybe we can make a trade.
Trade?
Yes. See, you don't need cash. We can trade the glasses for whatever you've got in there. What have you got there?
Oh, just some groceries, potatoes, and cookies, and butter, and ham, and one thing and another.
Yeah. Now, you don't need cash. You see? We're going to make this trade.
Well, I don't much believe I'd be interested in buying no glasses right at this time.
I've got to study up some way or another to make a hero out of myself so as I can marry Miss Geraldine. Of course, you don't know what a hero is.
I do done it. I seen one at the Opry House. He saved a pretty lady.
Saved her from what?
A engine.
What was he going to do, scalp her?
No, a railroad engine. She was tied onto the tracks, and he run and untied her, and, well, what do you think she done?
What'd she do? Kiss him?
Oh, shucks, you seen it yourself. But he made a big hero out of him.
Did, huh?
Yes, Mom.
Now, Granny's, wait a minute, Cedric. I believe you've given me an idea.
Mom,
How would you like for me to save you from a railroad engine?
I don't think I'd like it.
No, that's right. It ought to be somebody more important.
Yes, Mom.
Somebody like Abner.
Mr. Peabody, take these glasses and put them in your pocket as a memento of an almost fatal mistake. And put on these glasses that are going to help you immeasurably. Won't you look across the street, please?
Oh. Doggett, what do we have, an earthquake?
Earthquake? Let me see those. Oh, yes, I see. It needs a little crimpet. There we are. Now then, look right across the street again.
I believe you better crimp them again. They still ain't just right.
Oh, they're all right. You just read these large letters here.
You're awful skinny, you know it?
Oh, well, it'll keep yourself in good shape. Good glasses will keep you in shape.
Well, these must be x-ray glasses. I can see every bone in your body.
Every... Oh, I beg your pardon. That's from the last count. There we are. Now, the test, please read this letter.
B.
Very good. This?
O.
Very good. And this?
P.
Perfect. And this?
That's another O, ain't it?
That's fine. And here?
Y,
Excellent. And this?
Z.
Correct. 100% correct, as we say in the optical world.
Got it right, did I?
You certainly did.
Well, good for me. What's that? Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The groceries, please, Mr. Peabody.
What's fair is fair. Yes, sir. What is fair is... Yeah.
Yeah.
Just proud I run into you before it's too late. Well, much obliged, Doctor.
Yes, Mr. Peabody, what a blessing is clear vision.
Oh, excuse me, ma'am. Dog, it must have rained last night.
And we'll tie Abner to the railroad track, and just as the train gets right to him, I'll run up there and untie the ropes and save his life and make a hero. Wait a minute, here he comes now. Don't let on, Cedric. Don't let on.
Oh, you gentlemen been waited on?
Wait a minute, Abner. What in the world's the matter with you?
Huh? Is that you, Lauck?
Well, I'll be dad blamed.
What's going on here?
All right, Cedric, may as well start stacking them up again.
Well,
Wait a minute. Whereabouts did you get them spectacles?
from a fella right over on the corner.
Swan to goodness. You needed new glasses about like we needed that horse you swapped for.
He give me an examination, and I passed it, Long, and he let me have a pair. I was needing them awful bad. He said so himself.
Whereabouts is the basket?
Huh?
You swapped the Widow Abernathy's groceries for them things.
Well, it ain't every day a fella gets a chance to be fitted by an expert this way.
Whereabouts is he at now?
Right over there.
Hi, Granny's, give me them things.
Wait a minute, what you fixing to do, Long?
I'm going to make him give us them groceries back.
Now, wait a minute.
And I'm going to run him out of town so fast he'll set the woods on fire. Come on, Cedric, I might need your help.
So that's a fine howdy-do. A fine how-do you do, I must say. Oh, tomatoes enough them. Though I believe I bit off more than I chewing you rabbits. Got me building pens night and day. Uh-oh, there comes Mr. Fine Ridge.
Well, good morning, Abner. How are you this fine day?
He's up to something. Morning, Squaw.
I just thought I'd drop by and leave this grocery order to be filled.
Well, swell, much obliged to you.
No, not at all, not at all. I hear you and Lum bought a horse.
Well, we didn't exactly buy him, but we got one.
Racehorse, is it?
Oh, I don't know. First, I know it's just a horse.
I might take a look at him and let you know what kind of a deal you made.
Why, sure. Be proud to get your opinions on him. He's back here in the shed. Come on back.
Oh, you have him here, eh?
Yeah. Wouldn't want to buy some rabbits cheap, would you, Squire?
No.
I just had two when I started. Yes, sir, I believe I made a good... Well, Cedric tied him up out here. Oh, boy. There he is, Squire. Look him over. Stands as square on his feet as a cook stove. Ain't got a spur spabbing on him nowhere that I could find. Broad through the chest to the white oak stump. Got a good look out of his eye. How old you say he is, Squire?
I'm afraid I couldn't tell you, Peabody. Somebody's been doing a pretty good job of teeth filing there.
They have, huh?
He's practically worthless.
You could be wrong about that, you know, Uncle.
What are you doing here?
Oh, howdy, Margie.
Hello, Abner. I just dropped in accidentally, same as you did. He looks to me like he's got some pretty good points.
I repeat, he's worthless. Someone was telling me you were thinking about entering him in the county sweepstakes at the fair next week. But after looking him over, it's my opinion, Abner, you're too smart to try to race him against a horse like my brown best.
Well, I weren't figuring on entering him. Oh, well, you can't tell about a horse that way, Squire. You try him.
Oh, nonsense. His confirmation is all wrong. What's his name?
Well, I was sort of thinking a while ago, Long went so high when I swapped for him, I might just call him Skyrocket.
Doesn't he look to you, Uncle, as if he might have been foaled at the Frank Williams place near Hot Springs?
Oh, ridiculous. Why, that William stock is a fine stain of horseflesh. Why, that critter can't run a lick.
I'd like to ride him sometime, Abner, and see if he has any spirit. And the squire, being a sportsman, wouldn't want you and Lum to pass up a good bet, I'm sure.
No, certainly not. But you're just wasting your time.
Uh-oh, there comes Long. I hope he never hurt that feller when he run him out of town. Did you have to fist fight him, Long?
No, take off them glasses and put them in your pocket or throw them away or something before they ruin your eyes. Here.
Oh, what's the matter? Wouldn't he take them back?
Well, you can't expect them to work right off the bat, Abner. You've got to let them get used to your eyes. He said to crimp them.
Oh, well. Here, Long. Here's an order for Squire Skimp. You put it up. I'll deliver it over there.
Yeah. Potatoes, onions, sugar, beets. Wait a minute. Here.
Oh, you got a pair too, huh?
Yeah, I had to get them, Abner. I had to get them.
Well, I never knowed your eyes would give me trouble.
Oh, yeah. He says that might be what's been causing my asthma.
Well?
Granny, you don't have to ride so big. I ain't hard of hearing. Potatoes.
Uh-oh, customer.
Huh?
Oh, come in, Cedric.
Mom? Oh, there you are, way over yonder.
What's the matter with him?
Well, I believe Cedric's bought some glasses, too.
Count, Cedric. Don't run over a feller.
Mr. Long, where are you, Mr. Long?
Here we are, Cedric, right here.
Oh,
Here we are.
Mr. Lum, you got the longest arm I ever seen.
Where'd you get them spectacles?
The eye doctor, he said I look more distinguished looking with them on.
Well,
Granny, that's the biggest horse I ever seen in my life.
where?
Right up this way. Look out, she'll run over us.
Oh, that's Margie and Skyrocket. You're a good boy, Skyrocket. Good boy. Excuse me.
Well, what about him, Marjorie? If you say enter him in the county sweepstakes, he goes.
Yes, sir, you're the boss.
I'd like 1 or 2 more days before I give you a definite answer.
Well, what's the matter? Ain't he fast enough? Is that what you mean?
No. As a matter of fact, I think he's about 2 seconds to the mile faster than Brown Bess.
Well, what are we waiting for then? Grannies, I can't hardly wait to see the expression on the squire's face whenever he has to hand that cup over to us.
But it isn't that easy. I hate to tell you this, but I'm afraid the horse is a balker.
He's a what?
Mm-hmm. He won't start. Look, I'll show you.
Well, I'll be dead blamed.
Well, didn't them gypsies tell you that whenever you traded for him?
No. Well, now, come to think of it, I believe they did say that sometimes he stood awful quiet.
Pick up that rope, Lum, and stretch it straight across the road.
Huh? Oh.
Well, no wonder he balks, Margie, if he's got to jump a rope to get started.
Well, let's try him.
All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Go!
Doggies, he's out of sight already. Where'd he go?
He never went.
Oh.
See, I told you he was a balker. I've tried every trick I've ever heard of to get him started. And sometimes he'll go and sometimes he won't. He'd look pretty foolish if he refused to break at the county sweepstakes.
Yeah. Squire'd have the laugh on us then, wouldn't he?
That's what I'm afraid of. The horse is getting better, I think. But if Cedric's going to ride him, he better start working with him so Skyrocket can get used to him.
You know, I'll bound you Abner could ride him. He used to be quite a rider when he's a young feller.
Oh, Lum, I ain't been on a horse in 30 years.
Well, you ain't scared of him, are you?
Why, of course not. I can ride any horse that ever peeked through a bridle.
Well, get on him then. See what you can do with him.
Oh, boy. Hey, Eddie, boy. Hey, boy. Eddie, boy.
Well, how are you getting getting on with man of war?
We're getting on fine. We think we'll have a racehorse one of these days.
Someone was telling me he don't break very well. I hope he ain't a balker.
Squire Skimp, have you been snooping on me?
No, certainly not. But I heard a few rumors.
Take him down the road, Abner. Let him out a little.
Well, don't you want to put the rope up first?
Oh, sure. Put up the rope. Let's see him start. If he will start.
Well, he'll start all right. Come on, now, put her up.
1, 2, 3, go.
Look out, here it comes. Come on, Scout Rocket, let's go. Come on, boy, let's go. Get up there, get up. Doggy, you do stand quiet, don't you? Come on, let's go, Scout Rocket.
Hi, Granny, he's a powerful runner once he gets started. Yes, sir. One rabbit power. Wait a minute. So this is how you've been snooping on us. Good day, Lum.
Well, I'd still like to know where we're going, Laurel.
Be quiet, Abner. I reckon this is fur enough, ain't it, Cedric?
Mom. Oh, yes, Mom.
What are we doing down here on the railroad track, Lum? Are we going to hop a freight and run away from home?
Of course not.
Well, what are we going to do? You said if I come down here, you had a surprise for me. Now, what is it?
Well, before I tell you, I expect we better tie him up, hadn't we, Cedric?
Yes, Mom.
You tie his hands and feet there, Cedric.
You got to tie me up first, huh?
Yeah.
Well, good for me. I love surprises. Just love them. Hurry up, Cedric.
Well, now, you've been promising to help me make a hero out of myself if I'd let you keep that horse.
I'll do it. I'll do it too long.
All right, this is your chance to play ball with me.
Well, good. Play ball? Is that what the surprise is, a new mitt?
Oh, not baseball, Abner.
Well, Lum, I'm getting too old to play football, if that's what you're talking about.
Tie him tight there, Cedric.
Yes, Mom.
Yeah, I don't know what the game is, Cedric, but tie me tight. I don't want to cheat. Now, what is it, Lum, we're going to play?
Well, we're going to tie you across the railroad track here.
Oh, good.
And when the train gets about, 100 yards from us here, I'll run up the track here. Cedric and I'll hide out the side there, see? And we'll run up the track here, and I'll untie you and save your life and make a hero out of me.
Well, what train?
Why, the Fast Express.
Fast? Oh, no, you don't.
Wait a minute,
no.
come back here.
Wait a
Hold
minute,
him, Cedric.
now,
Hold him
Wait a
down.
minute, now, Lum, here. Blame it all. Don't now. Help me, Cedric. Help me. Oh, don't now, Lum. Now, wait a minute. Now, Lum, let's talk this thing over now, Lum. Honest now.
Ain't nothing to talk over. We done tried that.
Dad, blame it all. Cedric, I'm going to have you arrested for this.
Don't pay no attention to him, Cedric.
Don't, Cedric. That tickles my feet. Don't do that, Cedric. Help!
Shut up. Somebody might hear you.
Well, that's the reason I'm hollering help. So they will. Now, Lum, let's
You got
talk
him,
this
Cedric?
over. Dad, blame it all.
I'd ought to hold him. Now, don't worry a bit, Abner. I'll be right back to rescue you quick as the train comes. You sit here behind this bush, Cedric, so nobody can see you.
Yes, Mom.
Aye, Granny, this is going to make the biggest hero out of me Pine Ridge has ever seen.
It is, huh?
Oh, yeah. And if it's worth every cent I'm paying you to help me, Cedric.
Well, when am I going to get the 50 cents?
Well, we'll get around to that later.
Cedric, don't leave me, Cedric. Dad, blame it all.
Grannies, I hope they stop the train and all the customers get out and shake hands with me. Maybe the engineer will get me to sit up there in the engine with him and ride me clear into the county seat.
Dad, blame it, Lum. Come up here.
Mr. Lum, the train sounds like it's getting awful near.
Oh, no, we got plenty of time, Cedric. See, the closer it gets to Abner, the bigger hero it'll make out of me.
Lum, hurry up, Lum. There comes the train, Lum. Hurry up.
Yes, Mom, but it's getting awful close.
Dad, blame it,
Oh,
Lum. Come up
Mr.
here.
Lum, you better get on up there.
Well, you stay right here, Cedric.
Help. Blame it all, Lum.
It's the greatest idea I ever had in my life, Abner. This ought to make a hero out of me.
Get me loose, you crazy
Oh, I got
idiot.
plenty of time.
Hurry up, Lum. Hurry up, Lum.
Granny, Cedric's got these tied in a hard knot.
I wish I had never heard of that.
Oh, my goodness. Well, stop the train. Wait a minute. Hold it back. Hold it.
Get up loose, Lum.
Wait a minute.
My dog is he missed. Good for
Oh, I reckon Mr. Lum's a hero now, ain't he?
I'd rather not discuss it, Cedric.
Yes, Mom.
I Doggy, if you get any higher, I'm going to have to get a ladder. I'll plumb up on everything is in the store. No, as I was saying, Mr. Dillbeck, if that Lum keeps up this hero business of his, somebody's going to get hurt around here. And I think I know who it is, too.
Oh, I don't believe I'd say that, Abner.
Lum, don't come slipping up on a fella early in the morning this way. You scare the daylights out of me.
Abner, I've got a great idea.
I don't want to hear it.
Oh, but this is a good one. You're going to be kidnapped. Think of that.
I am thinking, and I still don't like it.
It's going to be a secret.
Well, just keep it a secret from me, then.
Well, wait a minute. What about that promise of yours?
I don't recollect no promise.
You mean to say you don't recollect promising to help me make a hero out of myself?
I never promised to put up with the kind of foolishness you got me into yesterday.
Well, now, wait a minute,
No,
Abner. Wait just a minute. Let me explain it to you.
There ain't no use arguing about it, Lum. You're just wasting your time now.
Well, wait a minute, Abner. I don't much blame you. That railroad business never worked out very good for some reason or other, but this is different. Now, tonight I'll get a ladder, and I'll come over to your house and get you out of the bedroom window. You'll have to make out like you got a headache or something and go to bed early so as your woman Elizabeth won't think anything about it. And we'll take you over to that hill back Uncle Henry Lunsford's place and pick out a nice spot and tie you to a tree.
I'd just stay there till I starve to death, huh?
No, we're going to put a note on the front door there saying you're being held for $1,000 ransom.
$1,000? For me? Hi, doggies.
See how important you're going to be?
Yeah, but now, how'd I get loose?
Well, I'm coming to that. Now, tomorrow morning, right early, I'll go down to that hobo camp down there on the river, and I'll get a couple of them tramps. Pick out a couple of the meanest-looking fellers. Of course, I'll have to pay them about $5 apiece.
And they turn me loose.
No, they're going to stand guard over you. They're the kidnappers.
Oh.
So, after the posse forms, I'll sort of lead them up to the right spot, and then I'll come charging up the hill firing my six-shooter.
You needn't go no farther, Lum.
Why not?
I saw you shoot that pistol. Ain't a thing of doing.
Oh, well, these are going to be blank cartridges, silly.
Oh.
But the hobos will make out like they're real bullets, and they'll just run like all get out. And right in front of the posse, I'll come running up the hill and untie you. Granny, if that don't make a hero out of me, my name ain't Lum Edwards.
Well, it sounds like a pretty good idea, all right, Lum, but I believe I better think it over for a week or two.
No, sir. We got to strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah, we're going...
Huh?
Yeah, what'd you say about heating up an iron?
I say we got to strike while the iron's hot. That's old Eddard saying of mine.
Well, what kind of iron? A flat iron like Elizabeth uses to iron with?
Any kind of iron, hot or cold, we've got to strike tonight.
Well, you better make it a cold one, I'll tell you that. If you think I'm going to sit up on top of that hill, hold a red-hot iron waiting for you to come after me, you got another guess a-coming.
Well, forget about the iron. Tonight's the night. Abner. Hey, Abner. Abner, are you awake? Hey, Abner. Abner, get out of there.
Who is it?
It's me, Lum.
What are you doing out running around this time of night, Lum? Go home.
I've come to kidnap you, don't you recollect?
The kidnap? Oh, I've changed my mind about that, Lum.
No, you ain't either. Get out of that bed or I'll come in there and get you.
Now, Lum, don't argue now. Don't argue.
Get out of there, then. Hurry up.
I'm getting.
Be quiet before you wake up the whole household.
Come around here at this hour of the night. Let me...
My goodness, hurry up, Abner. Goodness gracious alive.
Wait a minute. Well, let me get my britches on.
Be quiet.
Kidnap. Make a hero out of yourself. Doggies, I wish I'd never hear of. Wait a minute, I'll give you a light here, Lum.
Don't... My goodness, come on, Abner.
Well, wait a minute. That's Elizabeth's prize lamp left to her by her mama, too. Don't is this a fine time of night to be getting a man out for something like this?
Come on and shut up.
Or they had more sense to listen to you in the first place. Get up out of bed all hours of night.
Be quiet, for goodness sake.
No, that tickle, no.
Quiet.
Yeah, don't tickle my foot. I'm tender footed. All that's happening.
That didn't break my back. It's a mercy.
It ain't my back that's hurting me.
Well, come on, let's get out of here. We'll just leave that ladder there for evidence. Come on.
Oh, Lum, he's lost it.
Well, You'll wake up the whole neighborhood.
These rocks is hurting my feet, Lom. You're going to have to carry me.
Oh, for goodness sakes, for 2 cents I'd give this whole thing up.
All right, Doggy, that's a deal.
What are you doing?
No, ain't got less than a nickel.
Oh, for goodness sake, get on, get aboard. You better get off now, Abner. I've got to put that ransom note on the door.
This is fun riding piggyback, you know it?
Chill out. You wake up the whole town.
Oh,
1,000 wonders we got out of the house without waking Elizabeth up.
Elizabeth? Why, she weren't there.
Weren't there?
No, Grandma Masters is sick, so she went over to sit up with her.
Well, this is a fine time to be telling me about it. We could have walked right out the front door.
I never thought about that.
We got Abner. If he's worth $1,000, you better get it ready. If he ain't, we'll send him his ears one at a time, more later. The Red Circle Gang.
Abner's been kidnapped. Hold him for ransom. They're forming a posse now. Get the boys and cover running.
What makes you think they came this way?
Well, I just figured it out, Sheriff. I just figured if I was a kidnapper, whereabouts would I take him?
Well, sounds like good reasoning to me. All right, men, follow along.
Yeah, follow me.
Oh, for the land's sake, did you hurt yourself?
Well, you fellers has got this all wrong. It was just a joke.
Well, the joke ain't going to work, chum.
Well, see, me and my partner, we was going to make out like I was kidnapped, and then he's going to rescue me and that'll make a hero out of him, and he'll get to marry Miss Charity.
Oh, cut the comedy. We came by the store and seen the ransom note.
That was for the joke, too.
You was going to give us $10 and shake somebody down for $1,000. Well, if anybody's going to get it, we're going to get the $1,000.
Well, we wasn't going to get no grand pioneer. It was $1,000. They'll be here in just a little while.
Who'll be here?
The posse and my partner to rescue me.
There ain't going to be no rescue, mister. Not till we've had time to collect. And if that silly-looking partner of yours wants to get tough about it, we'll fill him full of holes.
Bogus, ain't there nothing I can do to make you fellers believe me?
Well, we believe you, and we're going to be all nice little pals together just as soon as we cut up that dough.
Why, you low-down snake in the weeds?
Hey, Butch, there's a bunch of rooms milling around down here.
That's them, that's them. They've come for me. Good for them. Hooray!
Keep your mouth shut, you little runner. I'll shut it for you.
You and who else? Help!
I
help!
said keep your mouth shut.
Help! Help!
Just a minute, men. Can't be more than 9 or 10 of them up there. I'll handle this by myself.
But, Lum, you can't...
No, I don't want none of you fellers to get hurt. But if I have any trouble, you fellers come and help me out. And come a-shooting.
Hey, here comes the other guy.
Let's get over behind the tree and give him a warning to keep away.
Hey, Long! Don't come up here. They'll kill you.
That guy's so dumb he don't believe his own partner. Better warn him off.
Tell them to keep shooting, Abner. That's going to sound good from down there below.
Long, don't come up here. Stay back, Long. They'll kill you. Long, stay back. They're right over there by that tree.
He didn't say nothing about shooting. That thing looks like a young cannon.
Hey, better not fire, man. You're liable to hit Lum.
Long, don't come up here. Get back, Long. They're right over there, Long. They're right over there.
Just stay where you are. I'm going to get you.
Them bullets are as big as marbles. That guy must be crazy.
He's asking for it. Let him have it.
Get on back, Long. Get back.
The crazy rube got me. I'm getting out of here.
That guy don't know when he's licked. Come on. All right, man. These men will break cover.
Nice work, Abner. I told you it'd work out just like we planned it.
Yeah, you told me.
That's a good idea, having them fellas shooting blanks, too. Did you tell them to do that?
Lom, them weren't blanks. They was using real bullets. They was going to hold me here till you paid them $1,000 ransom.
Oh, you're just joking, Abner. You're just saying that to get even with me on account of that railroad business, I know.
Just saying it, huh? If you think them weren't real bullets they was using, take a look at your hat there.
Huh?
Take a look at your hat there.
Oh, my goodness.
Is he wounded, Abner?
No, just shell-shocked, I reckon. Untie me, Cedric, and then pick up his feet. We gotta carry him in. Mom. Untie me.
Oh.
All the crazy, idiotic stunts I ever heard of in my life, this one takes the prize.
Now is he a hero, Mr. Abner?
I hope so, before one of us gets killed.
You sure I can't deliver these groceries for you, Miss Geraldine?
Oh, no, thank you. And I'd like to tell you again how much I admired your conduct yesterday. It was knightly, Mr. Edwards.
Worth nothing much, hardly, to speak of.
And I'd like to ask a very great favor of you, Mr. Edwards.
Why, sure. What is it?
Well, I wonder if I could have your hat, the one with the bullet hole in it. I should like to preserve it.
Why, of course you can have it. I can't wear it no more, no way.
Oh, well, do come and see me. You don't have to wait for the usual Wednesday night, do you?
No, I don't reckon I do. I'll come by tonight and set a spell. That is, if it's all right with you. And I'll bring the hat.
Oh, thank you. Well, au revoir, Mr. Edwards.
Goodbye, Miss Geraldine. Granny's, it's a fine morning.
Mighty funny when the feller don't know when he's well off and goes and sticks his head into matrimony, ain't it?
Have you popped the question yet, love?
Well, that's the part that's got me stuck.
He can dodge bullets, and yet he's afraid to ask a lady to marry him.
Well, he might be right about that, Margie. That getting married is awful dangerous business nowadays.
How's Skyrocket, Margie?
Oh, that's what I came to tell you. I entered him in the county sweepstakes today in your names.
Well, good for you.
Won't old Squire froth at the mouth?
You sure Cedric ain't going to be too heavy for him?
I don't think so. We ran a mile in 1:42 this morning with Cedric up.
1:42? Doggy, that's faster than Brown Bess ever on it.
Why, sure. Is he still balking?
Oh, once in a while. But he's getting used to Cedric, and I think he'll start all right. Isn't that your ring?
I don't know. I never paid no attention.
Of course it was. Go on, answer the phone. What you waiting on?
I'm looking for my spectacles.
They're right on your forehead.
Don't need glasses to answer the telephone, no way.
Gotta see who I'm talking to, don't I? Hello? Hello? My doggies must have hung up. Hey, what's going on here? What's that, a grocery order, Long?
No, I want to read you something. Now, no laughing. This is serious business.
It wouldn't be a proposal, would it?
How'd you know that? Listen to this. See how you like it. He's used to exaggerate. My love for you is strong and true. It'll last as long as the skies are blue. Will you be kind and share my life? In short, will you become my wife? Signed, Lum Edwards, proprietor of the Jot 'em Down store, Pine Ridge, Arkansas.
Why, Lum, that's very sweet.
Did you like it sure enough? Granny's, I sat up all night last night writing it. But the question is, how am I going to get it to her?
Well, why don't you go out and hand it to her yourself?
And stand there and watch her read it? Oh, no, I couldn't do that.
Well, then why not...
Don't be looking at me. I ain't no Cupid.
Wait a minute, Abner. Wait a minute.
Ain't no use to argue with me now, Lum. I ain't going to do it now.
Wait a minute, Abner. Granny's, after all I've did for you, Set up with you when you had the mumps, and lent you money when you was a-needing.
Why, Abner Peabody, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
All right, Dad, blame it. I'll hand it to her. Give it to me.
Well, wait a minute. Let's see if she's gone home yet. She may still be down on the street.
Oh, yeah. Hey, dog it, I got to get that whole thing.
By the way, how are the new glasses panning out?
Oh, I think we're getting used to them, sort of gradual.
Yeah, our eyes has been burning. We've been having some awful bad headaches, but that just shows how bad we was needing them.
Yeah, I believe eventually I can see might nigh as good with these as I did with my old ones.
Wait a minute, Abner. Yonder's Miss Geraldine now.
Where?
Standing right out there. Or over in front of the millinery store.
Oh, yeah, I see her.
Here, take this note on over there and give it to her right now.
Well, now, what you want me to tell her?
Why, just tell her it's with the compliments of Mr. Edwards.
Yeah, all right. Whoa, boy. Whoa.
Well, he'll deliver the note all right. Here, I expect I better get back in the store. I don't want Miss Geraldine to see me standing out here watching.
Good morning, Geraldine.
Oh, I forgot something.
Lum, look who's standing there now where Miss Geraldine was.
Oh, my goodness. Well, she'll be back out in time. You don't reckon Abner...
With those glasses on?
Oh, my goodness. Wait a minute, Abner. Oh, wait a minute.
I got something here for you. He said to tell you with the compliments of Lum Edwards. Now, don't say a word till you read it.
Abner. Wait a minute. Give me that note.
Lum, darling, you've made me the happiest woman in the world.
All right, doggies, how did this happen?
You crazy... Now you've done it. Granny, this'll settle any arguments about where the middle of the store's at.
Lum, do we have to go through all this again just on account of a little bad eyesight?
I'd rather not discuss it with you, Mr. Peabody. You ruined my life, that's what you did. Ruined my life.
Well, I never meant...
I've got my half the dry goods on this side of the store, and you've got your half the groceries over there. The store's equal divided now, and I'll appreciate it if you'll stay on your own side.
Uh-oh. Right over this way. Peabody sells it for less.
Headers for better merchandise.
Bananas, 25 cents a dozen.
2 dozen per quarter.
3 dozen per quarter.
4 dozen.
5 dozen.
Wait a minute. I don't want any bananas. So you divided the store again, have you?
Yes, sir.
Divide her up, Judge.
Well, I've come to see Lum, so I might as well get on his side of the store. How long is this feud going to last, Lum?
Granny's hits final this time, Judge. I ain't having no more dealings with him.
I'm sorry to hear that. Because what I've got to say to you isn't going to make you feel any better.
It ain't, huh?
I'm afraid the widow's got a mighty strong breach of promise case against you.
Wait a minute. Come over here, Judge. He's got ears like a donkey.
Why, doggy, that's a heap better than being one.
I'm afraid if you don't marry her, she can take everything you've got.
Granny's, ain't there no way out of it at all, Judge?
There's one chance. That is, if she'll give us back that note. That's the only evidence she has against you.
See if you can't get that note back, Judge.
I'm going down to see her now. But you know the widow better than I do.
Hello, Judge Aiken.
Hello, Margie.
Right over this way. Lowest prices in town.
Right over this way. Oh, come in, Marjorie. Granny's, I'm glad you come in.
What's the matter, Lum?
Oh, I just had a talk with Judge Aikens. He says the widow Abernathy's got an awful good breach of promise case against me.
Lum, Edward, you need a guardian.
And you know whose fault it was.
Lum, Edward, give me those glasses.
Wait a minute. What are you going to do with them?
I'll show you.
Come on over here in the goods store, Margie.
Give me these new glasses,
Well,
Edward.
wait a minute. I'm just getting used to them.
Come on, there's nothing wrong with your old ones.
Well, now, be careful with them.
I'll be careful, all right. You two getting enough trouble without having these glasses to help you.
Why, that's willful destruction of property.
I know it is.
Well, right over this way, Squire. Lowest prices in town.
Don't go over there to get skinned, Squire. Come over here.
Now you two stop this right now, do you hear?
Oh, fiddle faddle. Old groceries half priced over here, Squire.
It looks like I might make some right smart bargains here today.
Yeah, what can I do?
But that ain't what's on my mind, Lum. I'm representing the widow Abernathy and that little matter of your contract of matrimony.
Well, what are you doing sticking your nose in this? You ain't no lawyer.
Nevertheless, the widow Abernathy has asked me to represent her interests.
I don't want to marry her, though. The whole thing's a mistake, Squire.
You'll marry Mrs. Abernathy on Saturday night or take the consequences. That'll be two decisions you'll lose on Saturday.
What do you mean by that?
When Brown Bess beats that nag of yours, you'll realize what a fool you were, entering him in the county sweepstakes.
I wouldn't be too sure of that, Uncle.
He's a balker. He'll never get off of the starting line.
Oh, he'll start all right.
Fine niece you are, training a horse to beat Brown Bess. What do you know about horses anyway?
She knows a heap more than you do, Squire. Grannies, I'll back her judgment again yourn any day.
You will, eh? How much will you back it for?
Well,
You're not going to bet, are you, Mom?
Just as I thought. You're full of big talk, but when it comes right down to backing your horse, you're...
so that's what you come over here for, huh? Always looking for a sure thing, ain't you? Well, you ain't got one this time. I tell you what I'll do, Squire. If you really want to bet, I'll bet you my half of the store here again $1,000 that Skyrocket beats Brown Bess.
Lum, you wouldn't do that.
Keep still. That's a bet, Edward. Shake on it.
Don't do it, Lum.
When this half of the store is mine, I can fix it up and make something out of this hodgepodge.
Just a minute, Squire. You're so all-farred smart and appear to think so much of that dad-blamed hay burner of yours. How would you like to make a real bet on that race?
What do you mean, a real bet?
I'll bet you my half of the store. Again, you sending Margie to that art institution she's been wanting to go to.
You were bluffing, Peabody. You think I won't call you. But here's where you lose. I'll take that little bet, too.
Aye, doggies, you made a deal.
Well, good day, gentlemen. Have the keys ready. I'll be in to take possession on Monday morning.
Good for you.
Oh. Well, now you've done it. I declare I think you're both crazy.
Of course we're crazy. You got no business associating with us, no way. Why don't you go on away and leave us alone?
Well, Lum.
Well, for once, I think he's right. What do you hang around down here for? Why don't you go on home and tramp yourself up and get you a bow like a young girl or two?
I've got a bow, Abner. I've got 2 of them, and I think they're both pretty grand. But if you two think you can get rid of me as easy as this just because my uncle got mad at me, then you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Oh, Abner ain't ashamed of nothing. He ain't got sense enough. Just 'cause I get mad and make a silly bet, he thinks he's got to do the same thing.
You think you're the only one that can stand up to Squire Skimp, huh?
I think you were both pretty grand. Didn't make sense, but I was proud of you.
Granny's Abner did call the squire's bluff, didn't he?
Well, if anybody around here is going to pick on Lum, it's going to be me, not Squire Skimp.
Hooray for the 3 Musketeers.
Granny, let's get this rope out of the way. Body can't get from one side of the store to the other.
No. Well, more than likely we won't have a store after Saturday, no way. Might as well be partners as long as we can.
Step right this way, folks, and solve the secret of that crystal maze.
Hello, Cedric, my boy. Why don't you go in and see the show?
I ain't got no money.
Oh, well, I think that could be remedied. Here you are, my son.
Do you reckon I'll have time?
Why, of course, my boy. It's an hour yet before post time.
Much obliged, Squire.
It's all right, Cedric.
All right, right this way, folks. All right, step this way. 1 dime, 10 cents, a 10th part of a dollar.
What you looking so digested about, Skyrocket? Grannies, I wish there's some way I could tell him what he's carrying on his back today.
Well, I don't see why you can't. Brown Bess always understood me.
Well, why don't we go talk to her, then? What are we waiting on?
Listen, Bessie. Do you think there's some way that you could manage to fall down or something without hurting yourself? Your mistress would appreciate it if you could.
I reckon you're out of luck today, Miss Marjorie. She sure isn't fine fettle.
She's in the pink.
Reckon where Cedric's at. How much more time we got?
Almost an hour.
You ain't saw him, have you, Squire?
Yeah, he was over that way a little while ago.
Well, it's a good thing we put Abner's name down as alternate rider in the entry blank.
Well, that's the trouble. Abner ain't here neither. Granny's he ought to left Pine Ridge 2 hours ago.
I'm afraid Mr. Peabody is temporarily detained. I find that Skyrocket did come from the Williams stock farm. Those gypsies stole him. And, of course, when they were looking for him, they had to take action when they found him in Abner's possession.
Well, I'll be dad blamed. Well, I might have knowed you'd figure out some way to hornswoggle us. You put Abner in jail. And I'll bet you done something with Cedric, too, so he couldn't get here.
Well, maybe better go after Abner. Maybe you can talk the sheriff into letting him out somehow.
Well, Sheriff, I've told you 1,000 or 100 times I ain't guilty.
Well, maybe so. You know, Abner, I'm kind of sorry to see you in here, even if you didn't vote for me.
I voted for you. I might have put it in the wrong box, but I voted for you. Now, can I get out?
Well, if you voted for me, you want to see me do my duty, don't you?
Yeah, I reckon I do, Sheriff. Yeah, I do.
Hey, Sheriff, when are you going to let us out of here?
Oh, in a week or two, maybe. Hobos ain't so popular in these parts.
Well, here, Sheriff, you ain't gonna leave me back here by myself, are you?
Hey, Bill. That sheriff wouldn't rest so easy if he knew how bad we was wanted in a couple of places, huh?
Which bank job are you referring to, Joe?
Well, let's see. There's that $100,000 to be knocked off in St. Louis.
How about those bonds in KC?
Oh, well, could I help that? That bank messenger had the nerve to walk right past me, just like picking daisies.
What they got you for, son? Playing hooky?
Huh?
Probably stole some kid's marbles.
Doggy, you fellers don't know who you're talking to, do you?
No.
Horse Thief Peabody is my name. I'm a horse thief, honest. I bet you I stole 1,000 head of horses during my time.
That's a pretty tough racket, old-timer.
Tough? That's the toughest stealing there is, bud.
But I bet you're through now, ain't you?
I ain't never gonna quit. Come here.
Yeah?
If I ever get out of here, I'm gonna steal Seabiscuit.
No.
I'm gonna do it. Yes, sir. I done a train job not long ago, too.
Train robber.
I sort of messed it up, but I done it.
Tell us some more about that horse stealing, mister.
Well, there weren't much to it. We used to steal them from the Indians. And, of course, we'd have to shoot about 15 or 20 braves every time we done it. And we'd take them down in Oklahoma and sell them.
Oh.
Clean profit.
Say, I used to live in Tulsa. Did you ever operate down around there much?
Tulsa, no. I've heard of it, but we stayed out on the plains most of the time.
Uh-huh.
It's the Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
It seems like I used to know somebody that moved to Tulsa. Let me see now. Who was that?
Yeah, but we gotta get him out, Sheriff.
I'm sorry, Lum, I can't do it. Unless you got $5,000 bail to put up.
Well, can't I even see him?
Why, sure. I'll bring him right out.
Wait a minute. Here's your key, Sheriff.
Oh.
I'm proud I run into you. My doggy, that gives me a great idea. Wait a minute. I hear somebody coming. More likely that partner of mine. He's the one I was telling you about that kill-setting bull.
Lum wants to talk to you.
Hey, Sheriff, when you going to give me my shooting irons? I feel plumb undressed without them.
What's the matter with you, Abner?
Tell them how mean I am.
You tell him.
Oh, trying to make me talk, huh? You fellas keep on practicing. Maybe someday you'll get as mean as me and get sent to the state penitentiary instead of a little old country jail like this.
I'm glad we had these bars between us and him.
Yeah. Tough character.
For 2 cents, I'd have broke out of this bird cage. You know that, don't you, kid?
Abner, you've got to ride Skyrocket.
Skyrocket?
Cedric ain't showed up yet.
Mom, I can't be riding no horses. I'm too busy stealing them.
Oh, for goodness sakes, cut out that foolishness now. If I don't get you back in time, Marjorie's going to lose her schooling, and me and you ain't going to have no store no more.
Huh?
Sheriff, ain't there some way you could lend him to me for an hour or two?
Sorry, I can't do her. It's against the law.
No, I voted for him, Lom. He's got to do his duty. Come on, lock me up.
Wait a minute. Who's that coming up out yonder?
Where?
Somebody after Abner, I'll balance you.
Doggies, maybe it's my woman.
There's the fire alarm. I gotta get going.
Nobody.
for goodness sake.
Well, wait a minute, Lauck. I can't go with you. I've got to stay here in jail. I'm a desperadio.
Hurry up! Get going! Where to, Sheriff?
To the fairground.
Yeah, the fairground.
Stop over at the butcher shop and pick up Elmer and Oliver. Hurry up!
Better take your coat off, Abner.
What for?
So you can put on this jockey outfit.
I don't need no jockey outfit to ride a fire truck.
Oh, come on, take off your coat.
Well, Lauck, help, Lauck, grab me, Lauck, here, help, Lauck.
Here. Hurry up, we're getting mighty out of the fairground.
Well, I'm a hurry.
Here, take off that hat.
Huh? Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Yippee! Huh?
Put this cap on.
Why, a lot of folks are going to think I'm crazy wearing an outfit like this to a fire.
Post time in 2 minutes, Miss Marjorie.
Please give us as much time as you can, Mr. Brannigan. I'm sure they'll be here any minute now.
I insist that this race be started on time, Brannigan.
There's the fairgrounds. I don't see no smoke.
Oh, it's under the grandstand, I think, Chief.
Under the grandstand.
All right, boys, get ready.
Wait a minute.
The race is over here.
I don't care about that. Where's the bar?
There ain't no bar.
Well, you told the bar chief there was.
Never mind that now. Come on. Get on this horse. Here he is, Mr. Brannigan. Come on, Everett. Get on there quick.
Oh, Dad blame that Cedric wheat hunt. If I ever catch him, I'll whop him right on top of the head.
Recollect you both got to come in together in order to win.
There they go. Brown Bess is going to front. Hezekiah is second. And there's Skyrocket left at the post.
He won't go, Lum. He won't go.
Rounding the first turn. It's Brown Bess by half a length. Hezekiah is second. Invincible is third. Wheelwright is fourth. Lancelot is fifth. And Skyrocket.
See this race. Oh, we got to find the bar first. I'd still like to see the race.
Half to half. It's Brown Bess by a length. Hezekiah is second by 3 lengths. Invincible is third. Wheelwright is fourth. Lancelot is fifth. And Skyrocket.
Hey, I just thought of something.
What's that, Sheriff?
That partner of yours belongs back in jail.
Well, yonder he is. Go get him. Riding Skyrocket.
Come on, Skyrocket. Come on, Skyrocket.
On the back stretch, it's Brown Bess still leading by a length. Hezekiah is second by a head. Invincible is third by a length. Lancelot is fourth. And Skyrocket is waking up, but still last. Now he's passing Wheelwright. He's passing Lancelot. Round the far turn, Brown Bess is still in front. Hezekiah is second. And here comes Skyrocket, moving fast. He's passing Invincible. He's passing Hezekiah. Here he comes. He's challenging Brown Bess. It's Brown Bess and Skyrocket. They're neck and neck. It's Brown Bess and Skyrocket. Head and head. It's Brown Bess and Skyrocket. It's Brown Bess and Skyrocket. It's awful close, folks. It's awful close.
I wonder who won that race.
Skyrocket wins by a nose.
I'm proud of you.
So for close. Some might not hold him in a little too much as to finish.
Well, you win it. That's the main thing.
Abner Peabody, I arrest you for horse stealing, jailbreaking, and hitchhiking on a fire engine.
Come here, Sheriff.
Oh, is that a fact?
You got him locked up there now.
Well, maybe. Just the same, you've got to go back to jail.
Oh, Sheriff.
You can't let them take Abner to jail. At least I'd like to brag about what a good loser you are.
Sheriff, I'll be responsible for him.
What was you?
Oh, this little matter can be cleared up.
Well, if you look at it that way, Squire.
Well, good for you, Squire.
Well, I could hardly let him go back to jail, seeing he's got to be best man at a wedding tonight.
What wedding? Oh. Did you have to remind me of that?
Now, Can't see a thing.
Well, I reckon we better give it up for tonight.
Yeah, we'll get a fresh start in the morning.
Yeah, you can see afar a lot plainer in the daylight.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Edwards.
Ought to had more sense than you got yourself into this trouble.
Right over here, Lauck.
Friends, we are gathered here today to...
Can't you skip part of this and get it over quick?
You bet I can.
Thank you, Judge.
And if any man can show just cause why this couple should not be joined in wedlock, let him now speak, or forever hold his peace.
Object.
Now... What?
I said object.
On what grounds do you interrupt this ceremony?
Why, told me I had some reading studied up a while ago. He's too young to know his own mind.
Objection overruled.
Now, wait a minute. Are you tying a knot here, or is he doing the hitching?
Go ahead.
You may proceed, Judge.
Well, are there any other just causes?
Why, I sort of object myself.
You? Well, this is all very irregular, I must say.
Don't pay any attention to them. Just go on with the wedding.
I now...
Just a minute, Judge. Am I too late?
Oh, just in time, Sheriff.
Joseph!
She can't marry long. There's her legal wedded husband right there. He run off and left her, and she's been telling it around that he's dead.
Well, someone said he was.
In view of this unfortunate circumstance, I think we can consider this wedding postponed.
Postponed? I grant it, it's canceled.
Yeah. And so saying, Sir Galahad, with a thrust of his lance, unhorsed his opponent. Wasn't he just wonderful?
Yeah, I reckon so. Only thing, it don't work out that way nowadays. Body just don't get no chance to be a hero.
Oh, you're just too modest, Mr. Edwards. But of course, all heroes are.
Do you really think so?
Mm-hmm.
For if you do, there's something I want to ask you.
Yes, Mr. Edwards?
Well, you see, that is, I thought maybe me and you... Oh. Granny, 10 o'clock.
Yes, 10 o'clock.
We're getting to be a couple of night owls, ain't we? Well, good night, Miss Geraldine.
Good night, Sir Galahad.
Oh. I'll be seeing you Wednesday night, I reckon.
Oh, well, couldn't you come over on Saturday? We could...
Oh.
Mr. Edwards, you're always trying to go through that closet door.
I know it. I don't know what's the matter with me anyway.
Oh, Mr. Edwards, what were you going to say just before 10 o'clock?
Oh, why, I was going to ask. I don't recollect what it was right now. Maybe I can think of it by Wednesday night. Good night, Miss Geraldine.